What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're gonna check out the Divo nip slip right here. It's gonna be the final review. Thing's awesome. I love this thing. um, Kev from Left EDC loves showing off his nips, you know what I mean? But I've got a couple of his nips right here, you know what I mean? It's all right though. But I like them. I think these things are great. They're small knives, but they work well for larger hands too. I'm not saying if you got giant hands, it ain't gonna work for you. I'll let you know that right now. Like, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. But the way they have designed it, if you have a little bit bigger hand, you have room. Like, this is I have about average, I guess, medium sized hands, and if my hands were a little bit bigger, I think you'd be all right. But if not, no big deal. Like this right here, you can choke up if you want. Like, this pinky's on there pretty good, not bad. So if it's a little bigger, if your hand's a little bigger, I think you're all right. Like, if you have a big old hand, it ain't gonna work for you guys. I'm sorry in advance, but these things are still pretty dope for being slip joints. Big fan of them. I love Divo knives. Kev's he's a good dude. Colin seems like a pretty good dude too. But they make great knives. They're great designs. I really like this one just because of the sheep's foot blade. I like the way it looks, like the way it works. Nice little pointed edge right there for cutting and poke and stuff. I guess I don't know what you want to say. You got to watch for certain words on YouTube or they're gonna censor you. I can't remember what it was, but if you say I can't. I think it rhymes with ab. I think if you say that word, if you didn't fill in the two letters before that, if you say that, I think they censor you or they have other people. It's kind of weird, so you have to be careful what you say. But I like that point for pointy stuff. I love the. I think it was the orange dark matter carbon fiber. I love that little bit of orange in there. Looks great. It's phenomenal. It really makes that collar pop right there. It's very impressive. Um, the pivot collar is aluminum. The pivot collar is aluminum on both sides, which was really cool. I love the orange. It really pops along with the scales, like I said. Love the inlay on it. Like, it just does. It just looks so well. And the OEM is QSP. And I think they did a couple other OEMs with it just to kind of branch out, see their style and everything like that. These different companies. And this is the first one I got to check out, and QSP they did a great job on it. Very impressed. Like I said, I do love that sheep's foot design, that sheep's foot blade, excuse me. You got S90V, and I'll show you where that's actually written, because I think I told you in the first impressions I couldn't find anything on the blade, obviously. But it's hidden, and I just now found it a little bit ago, so I'll show you that. But it is S90V, excuse me, good lord, Jandis. They got a hollow grind and a belt satin blade right there. So it looks freaking phenomenal. Let me see if I can show you. Where's it at? Hold on now. It's right in here. I don't know if I can show it on screen. Yeah, there you go. You can see it right there. Divo. And it's actually right underneath that. You see like a little line, but it's hard to see on camera. I can't really show you guys. But it does say S90V right there underneath the Divo. So they kind of hid it from you. So, but it is there. Just gotta look for it. The titanium handle is bead blasted along with the bolsters and all that type of stuff. Bolsters, liners, and all that stuff. It is a. I looked it up. The pull on this thing is an 8 out of 10. I'm not too knowledgeable on that exactly. I'm just saying that, like, pull strength, obviously. So I kind of understand, like, that's how strong the pull is. But it's an 8 out of a 10. And it doesn't feel bad, though. So when it says 8 out of 10, I'm like, yeah, it's not bad. So I guess I don't know. It just doesn't feel bad. It feels like a good pull. I do like it. I do like that it stops at just about the 90, pretty much. I like that. And I like that sound that it does, that walk and talk. See, it just sounds nice. And again, TPK, traditional pocket knives, they have slips and everything for these. I don't know if they're in stock anymore. I think they obviously went out of stock pretty quick. They have these in sale. This one on sale. They had the Dark Matter Glow on sale also. I'm not sure if they're in stock or not. You just have to look for them. I don't know if I said that already. This is like the third take on this freaking video, but that's all right. But yeah, like it's on the website, but it's just comes in and out of stock. Just check out the Lefty EDC Instagram page. It'll tell you everything you need to know, updates and all that type of stuff. Price tag on this thing is $199. Not too shabby. They also have this one right here for $100. So the prices kind of vary in the nips. I think the original nip was $200, but it was also titanium and S90V also. So this is S90V, also titanium, carbon fiber, stuff like that. So same materials for the most part, just different like pole or different opening mechanism, I guess you could say. It does have that nice double-sided long pole liner right there, or hole, I guess. Nail pole. Um, yeah, I like that. I think it's a good aesthetic like design to it too. I just like the way it looks. It's appealing to the eye, I guess I would say. Um, I just like the way it looks. It looks dope. I don't know why. Sometimes they can be an eyesore, and other times I feel like they look really good. I feel like it's pulling it off on here. I like it. I just like the way it looks. Is there anything else? Let's get some screws real quick and measurements and stuff like that for you. Do the measurement first real quick. It's just under 2 inches. It's about an inch 70 or inch 0.9, 1.9. Overall, you're looking at about 5.5 inches. Now, I guess was that California legal? I don't know. I'm not for sure. I know California's strict on their knives, but I think if it's under 2 inches, it's all right. I think. Not quite sure. I just know they're kind of rough on their stuff like that, on their knives. You gotta have a baby knife because you can't defend yourself with it. Okay, so T8 for the pivot, I think. Let's try T10. Yep, T8 for the pivot. T6 probably for everything else. Yeah, for everything else, just the 2 screws there, 2 screws here for the backspacer. Not bad though. I really am impressed. I'm sure it's T6 also for the underneath for the carbon fiber to hold it down and everything like that. I'm about positive on that because it's hidden, so they don't really care too much, I guess. I've heard companies say that before, and I understand that. Like, if it's hidden, I understand. You're not going to be taking it off all the time. But, like, these screws out here, like, they're shown. That's what I don't like, you know what I mean? So if you accidentally tear it up a little bit, you see it right here. On the inside, you don't. I feel like T6s, they're just known for tearing up on me. 2.1. 2.1. All right, so not too shabby. We'll get a real quick if I put this down. There we go. Good Lord. All right, so we'll do a real quick comparison. Divo nip light. I'm sure it's going to be relatively close. The blade is a little longer on the nip light though, but looks pretty much the same size. Pretty much spot on, as you can kind of tell. I really like this thing. I wasn't too big into the Ultim, but with this thing, man, I kind of just gave in, got one, and liked it. Here is a Divo Tallboy. And this one doesn't have anything on the blade either, except for right there. S90V. So I kind of like that. Same thing for this right here. They keep everything off the blade for the most part, except for right there. So it's kind of cool. I kind of dig that. Obviously, there's quite a bit a difference in the length on that one right there. This is the Aurora Knife and Tool Truffles. So it's rather small, as you can kind of get from the video. But super dope knife. $200. If you can find one, check them out. Get them. If you like slip joints, definitely pick one out. I like it. I wish I would have grabbed one, but obviously I can't buy every knife. Because if I could, I'd probably have a room full of knives, literally. You know, it's hard to pick and choose. But that's alright though. But I really like this knife. It's a really dope one to buy if you can get your hands on one. If you have to, look on the secondary market. Hopefully you can get one for a steal of a price. $200 though on the website on TSP or TPK. Yeah, traditional pocket knives. Check them out. They have other stuff there too. Check them out. Check out the website. A lot of slip joints, stuff like that. But that's all I got, guys. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. If not, no big deal. And if you have any information or if you have any comments or questions, just let me know in the comments section, guys. But have a great rest of your day. Thanks, guys.